Can you introduce me as Joker?
Alright, okay. I need to start recording my visuals here because the look on my face right now is sheer frustration. Welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. And this one is going to be about keeping insurance on your vehicles. Now my truck here, white F-150 2010 Platinum, nice truck, needs some new tires, but it's paid off. My truck is paid off, and I was debating going with just, liability insurance, because full coverage, I mean, it's not expensive, but it's getting to the point where the insurance is more than the vehicle. Not quite, but maybe another 3 or 4 years it will be. But that's the dilemma for people, and that's why I think personally, if you got a fairly nice vehicle, even if it's paid off, but it's still worth about $9,000 or $10,000 or so, you need to keep your full coverage insurance, because this wreck happened, and it was fortunate that it was just a more or less a fender bender for me anyway. This last vehicle got tore all the hell up. She took a real nasty, well, she actually hit this truck, but this happened back in I'm gonna say this was in January, I guess. Let me see what the photo said. This happened in July. So this happened in July, and this guy in this truck caused a 3-car accident because he was, I don't know, driving too fast, not paying attention, whatever. Anyway, traffic slowed down on the freeway. I stopped. This guy stopped. He didn't stop, and she didn't stop. He hit him, which pushed him into me, and I stopped far enough from the car in front of me that even though I got pushed forward, I didn't hit that car. So in my opinion, I'm okay. I did good. I didn't hit nobody. But he apparently stopped too close to me because he got shoved into me, and this dude was just doing whatever. And then of course she might have been doing whatever she was doing, but in either case, these two didn't stop. We did stop. But fast forward, this is kind of the damage. It wasn't major. This is about it's fixed now. It's about $2,100 or so, $2,500. That was my vehicle. I got this little error too out there. It's something to do with the I guess the little triggers. But yeah, his truck had a little damage on the front bumper, but his back was tore pretty bad. The truck didn't hardly have anything wrong with it, but that truck was really cream. The point here is, right here it comes, January 2020, 6 months later. His insurance company comes back and say that our investigation into the loss reported to have occurred July 13th is concluded. Please understand the policy issued to Lifting Transportation LLC requires all vehicles to be specifically scheduled prior to any loss occurrence in order for coverage to exist. Now, I don't know, specifically scheduled? So I guess they're saying you need to be on the policy prior to getting insured. It was determined that the involved vehicle was not added onto the policy prior to this incident. In a nutshell, this son bitch is driving around in a fucking semi with no insurance on Texas freeways. Bruh. And I knew that when I seen his ass. I looked at this mother. Let me stop cursing. I looked at this dude and right about like, this motherfucker ain't got no insurance. On the spot, I knew he ain't had no insurance. You know. In addition, the policy issued to the policyholder requires that all drivers are reported and must be approved prior to operating a vehicle in order for coverage to be afforded. It was determined that the driver, Ahmed, I knew right away, this shit is not finna be good. Ahmed and Lucky had a bit of motherfucking insurance, and he didn't. Was not reported and approved prior to this incident. Therefore, coverage does not exist under the insuring agreement. Accordingly, a formal disclaimer of coverage has been issued to our named insured, and we must respectfully deny your motherfucking claim. Now, this was a light claim. You know what I'm saying? Nobody got hurt. Just some vehicle got damaged. But what if this guy or me or this lady, somebody would have got seriously hurt or killed, and this motherfucker is riding around in a semi with no insurance? What's the point here? The point is keep insurance on your vehicle. You know, liability, and if you can get underinsured motorists here in Texas, get it. But I'm gonna keep full coverage on my car. You know, this, you know, let's say if it would have got severely damaged, and this is a 2010 with 159,000 miles on it, it wouldn't have taken much for them to total it. Matter of fact, I think if that bumper, if it would have been crumpled up to here, they probably would have said, you know what, total it. You know, I mean, if they start spending $5,000 or $6,000, but I love my truck, and I don't want to have to pay for another goddamn truck, cause this motherfucker is riding around with no insurance, bro. And there's hundreds, thousands of people like him on the freeways in Texas. You know, now I probably could have said this guy hit me and been good. You know, my insurance paid for it, but I probably could have said, you know, this guy ran into me, and it wasn't because he got pushed into me, but that wasn't what happened. Because they asked me, did you feel, you know, two bumps? Like they want to know if he hit me first, then he got hit and I got hit again. No, he stopped. I looked up and saw he had stopped. So that's what happened. But I knew this dude didn't have no insurance. When he got his ass out the truck, I knew right away, this motherfucker got no insurance. Dreadlock wearing, no insurance having ass, some bitch. I mean, just out here riding, tearing up people's shit. That shit pissed me off, man. But you know what? I was made whole. Well, not really. I still had to pay my deductible, which was $500, and my insurance was trying to sue them to get that back. But well, that's not gonna happen now. The moral of the story is keep your car insured. And if you run into some, or better yet, if they run into you, call the police. You know, we tried to call the police, because the police probably would have came out and got him, gave him a ticket. If not, maybe, I think in Texas they tow your shit if you don't have insurance. So if the police would have came out, they would have towed his vehicle, gave him a ticket, and then he would have had to you know, go get his vehicle out of tow and show proof of insurance. But when we called the police, they were like, is anybody hurt? No. Then trade insurance. And keep in mind, he had an insurance document that was valid, that showed that he had insurance. But they are saying that it wasn't insured. So I don't know if his documents was fake. I don't know if they are lying. It's really not worth suing them over. I mean, you know, I didn't have any injury claims, no medical claims. So I guess you could have taken this to court, because the guy had a valid insurance policy. And I think this guy actually called his insurance and they said he was covered. So anyway, folks, just a quick video on insurance. Keep your insurance up. If you're a big truck driver, you know, keep your goddamn insurance up. Sorry, some bitch.